Yo, what is going on, Knicks fans? Welcome back to Knicks Media. My name is Richie, and I want to give you guys my thoughts of the rumors and the news that Julius Randle may be nearing a return to start the season. Now, remember, we had a report, I think a few months ago, that was an update on Julius Randle's injury, and they said that he may not be ready for the home opener or the opener in general against the Boston Celtics, and then he may be ready in a week or two into the season. But now we're getting a report from Bleacher Report, making an article. The source is ESPN's Chris Herring, saying that Randle, quote, said his recovery is going well and he's expected to be ready to play by or near the start of the season. So this is really good news, folks. Just a little update as we're nearing closer and closer to the New York Knicks season right around the corner, folks. I just bought my tickets to the home opener, so I will be there at Madison Square Garden. Let me know if you guys are going to be there as well. But this is good news because we all know last year was an injured-riddled season for these New York Knicks, and we got to stay healthy 110%. So I want to share my thoughts of this. Also get Knicks fans' thoughts in the comment section down below. Before we do so, I did want to give a huge shout out to the proud sponsor of Knicks Media all season long. That's BetUS, folks. Make sure you use the promo code YouTube150 and start playing today with an exclusive 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit. And then you guys get 125% bonus on your next two deposits up to $2,000. Big time shout out to BetUS Sportsbook, folks. The number one online sportsbook on the face of the planet. They got awesome prop bets all across their website about your New York Knicks. So definitely go check them out and sign up for BetUS today. Now, getting into what this means for the season, it's unfortunate that he maybe not be ready for preseason. He's not going to be probably ready for training camp. But the best part about this Knicks roster that Knicks fans are really looking forward to the most is the depth of this roster. I mean, we got Marcus Morris all of a sudden. We got Landry Shamet all of a sudden. We add in Cameron Payne. I mean, I'm just talking about the depth of this team. And then you look at the other guys that it's actually going to be playing, which is Bridges addition, of course, OG Anunoby extended, you know what I mean? Bring it back. Precious Achiuwa is big time. Julius Randle is a guy that has all these rumors, all these people talking about Julius Randle. The Knicks going to trade him. He has a tradable contract. I'm here to tell you guys, I've been very consistent with this take. I think the Knicks would be not smart to trade away Julius Randle. I understand he has 1 year left on his deal and it's tradable, and the Knicks may want to get something in return instead of him moving on and like not getting anything back. But the way I look at this Knicks roster right now, folks, is simple. We have a Super Bowl contender. I'm in Jets mode after that Jets win last night. We have an NBA title contender with the New York Knicks right now. So why would I want to trade away the second best player on this roster, which is Julius Randle? I know people are going to say, I don't know, Richie, OG Anunoby's better. Or I don't know, Richie, Mikal Bridges is better. I don't know. Julius Randle, multi-time All-Star, the second leading scorer on this Knicks team. You do not score 24 points, put up 10 rebounds, and put up around 5 assists a game. That does not grow on trees, okay? Julius Randle is here, and I want the New York Knicks to maximize Randle and absolutely keep him on this roster all season. Because in my opinion, the best case scenario is what? We go out there, we make noise this season, we make noise in the playoffs, maybe we make it into the NBA Finals, maybe we win the whole thing, and then Randle can opt out and get paid somewhere else after the New York Knicks win a championship. I know I may be sounding a little over the top here, but I literally have that expectation for the Knicks this season, man. That's how much optimism, that's how much hope I have in this roster constructed by Leon Rose, in the head coach of Tom Thibodeau, in the captain and the leader of Jalen Brunson, in Josh Hart and Donte DiVincenzo coming off the bench with Deuce McBride, with Precious Achiuwa. I mean, the list goes on, right? The addition of Bridges, having OG long-term. I mean, this Knicks team is ready to win. So I think Julius Randle, the health is definitely going to be concerned. How is his shoulder going to be? Is he going to be slow to start off the season? Because I think Julius Randle sometimes starts the season slow, if I'm not mistaken, and he gets better as the season goes on. So I don't think it's right for us Knicks fans to put the standard on Julius where we expect him to dominate immediately when it comes, whenever he is healthy, whether that is the opener against Boston, maybe it's a few games into the season. I think it's going to take some time for Randle to get back in basketball shape because we know the one thing that Tom Thibodeau demands of his players is to be in his type of shape. It's not your typical shape. It's a Tom Thibodeau type of shape you need to be in, being able to keep up with the pace that he plays with on defense, being able to hustle, fight for loose balls, be a bruiser. And that's what makes Julius Randle so dangerous is his bruiser mentality. I think that his ability to crash the boards on offensive glass and the defensive glass is very underrated. Obviously, when he can light it up from beyond the arc, that's what opens up his entire game. But a big underrated piece to Julius Randle's game that I think Knicks fans need to really appreciate more often, especially this upcoming season, is his playmaking ability. He's got weapons all around him now because when Randle goes into the low post and they bring in the double team, he has shooters all across his team now. He can kick it to Bridges on the wing, kick it to OG in the corner, kick it to Dante when he's in the game with him. Of course, Jalen Brunson. I mean, this Knicks team is littered with shooters, and now Randle is surrounded by the best roster he's ever been. Let's not forget who the player was that started this entire new Knicks culture. It was Julius Randle. The Knicks missed out on KD and Kyrie. They bring in Randle. He has a bad first season. And then the second year with the Knicks, he goes in out there, wins Most Improved Player of the Year. Tom Thibodeau wins Coach of the Year. And he is a second All-NBA player. He's an All-Star. He brings the Knicks back to relevancy, okay? He put the Knicks team on his back that season. The Knicks go out there and get Kemba Walker. It was a mess. Missed the playoffs. And then they bring in Jalen Brunson. We all know that Randle's not good enough to be a number one. But I'm telling you guys right now, he is very good enough to be a number two, especially when you have guys like OG and Bridges and Josh Hart and Dante as your 3, 4, 5, and 6 options. Okay, so I think this is positive news for the Knicks, which is why I wanted to make this video and share my thoughts of Julius Randle. Hopefully going to be ready for the opener, if not maybe a few games into the season. So Knicks fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments. What's your expectations for Julius Randle heading into the season with all this talent around him? And let's also not forget that the Knicks were literally unbeatable when we traded for OG Anunoby and Julius was playing with them. They won 9 in a row. They were steamrolling through everybody. They blew out the Minnesota Timberwolves. No, they blew out the Denver Nuggets. I think they beat the Timberwolves in a close game, if I'm not mistaken. And they were on a 9-game winning streak. And then Randle went down against Miami as they were blowing them out in the fourth quarter. So last year would have been a different story if Randle did not get hurt. I promise you that. So good news on the injury front. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, folks. Big shout out to BetUS again for sponsoring this video. Hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Let's go, Knicks. I'll see you next time. Peace out.